So we're down to the last 8. The competition, you sense, rapidly heading towards its big climax. A dash for the finishing line, the showpiece final. Welcome to our live coverage on quarter-final day. It is good to have you with us, and you can see that the atmosphere is building very nicely. Super noise, grand level of expectation, and that is only rising as we head towards kick-off time. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here, with a place in the last 4 on the line.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Chip through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Nesta. Gets it back. Nordtveit.
Lazio have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a...
Has a hit! Still goalless. Could try cutting inside here. Heads it! Well, it was a hefty deflection, but he's claiming it. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Well weighted. Fence has got rid of that. Dashing forward at pace. And it's played forward. Just the goes for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Done very well to intervene. There will be a throw-in. Short and the finish! No, that's not the ball he wanted. He's had a shot! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but it still had its moments. It ultimately produced just 1 goal. Decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading 1-0 at the break. The action is back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Pull it. Hits one! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Well positioned to make that interception. Gets it upfield. It'll be a throw-in. Pull it. Tries lifting it over. Has a hit! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Hoists it forward. Gascoigne. Plays it out to the flank. That's great strength. Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Lazio are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow and designed to force opposition mistakes. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That's surely a foul. Free kick. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Lazio are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
And he's there to cut it out. Looking to break out here. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. There's a long ball. Hits one! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
There's going to be another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
It's loose, who's getting there? And the referee brings it to a close. So home advantage told, and have the win they wanted, and have a useful lead to carry away with them into the second leg. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And a clean sheet, of course, is always very welcome.
Well, all observers are agreed on this. It is the point where the competition gets really serious. Top teams now fielding their best available lineups in front of big crowds. A lot of noise, great expectation, and the sense that the possibility of silverware is at hand. This is a big chance. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
The action has already started. Drives it towards the front. Cuts it out. Has a goal! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Forward it goes. And the ball is out of play. Plays it out to the flank, gets away from his opponent, goes for goal! Goal! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful, loved it.
Cagliari take the lead, 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Well, there's something you don't see every day. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's made sure that that won't get through. He could be in real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel. Torino have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. It's going to be the final action of the first half. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal, which is very, very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Cagliari head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Cagliari carrying a one-goal lead. Has a pop! Oh, real danger here. Turns and goes back. Has a pop! It's anyone's ball. Gets good distance on it. Shapes to shoot! He's had a go!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Well, that's where he wants it. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Has a hit! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. That's a promising ball.
Torino are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
With a delicate ball.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Keeps everyone guessing.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Gets the better of his man. Looks to clip it forward.
Torino need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Cagliari win at home. 90 minutes still to play on the road, but they have a lead to cling to. Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft, Peter. Not the prettiest of wins, but a very professional performance, I would say. And the
Well, all observers are agreed on this. It is the point where the competition gets really serious. Top teams now fielding their best available lineups in front of big crowds. A lot of noise, great expectation, and the sense that the possibility of silverware is at hand. This is a big chance. The stadium has that feel of a genuine Colosseum that could only be Rome. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
So it's down to business here. Let's put a stop to that. It's being played forward. Gets it back. He spotted the run and played him through. Tried to play it through.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
This game is in need of some excitement. It needs help, and it's down to the creative and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about.
Cleared without complication. Could cross it here. Knocks it away. And here's the chance to counter. More than happy to take the muscular approach. A forward pass. And it's played forward. And if anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. And he heaves it forward. Rome have it back and they can go again. A real chance to break. That's a decent ball. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Reflections on the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if... Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Battles to win it back. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
It's found its way to him. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And there aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. Top save! That shot was travelling. We can get that clear. Chance! It's in! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Yeah, the referee hadn't spotted his assistant's raised flag. He has now, so he's ruled the goal out for offside.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Keeper's got good distance on that. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He's made sure that that won't get through. Keeper sends it forward. He's gone for it!
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. Danger averted for now. Turns and goes back. He's had a goal! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Rome have been held here, and that means they'll have to do it away. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So we're down to the last 8. The competition you sense rapidly heading towards its big climax. A dash for the finishing line, the showpiece final. Welcome to our live coverage on quarter-final day. It is good to have you with us, and you can see that the atmosphere is building very nicely. Super noise, grand level of expectation, and that is only rising as we head towards kick-off time. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Del Piero. Hoists it high, looking for space out wide. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Del Piero. Del Piero. He's had a look. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
And he's going long. And that has been clubbed away. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Pinged forward, done very well to intervene. Clearance and very necessary. Plays it out to the flank. Looks to clip it forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Del Piero! Oh, the ball's come loose. For goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
And now they can launch a counter. And the weighted pass.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's in! And the ball's come out. There is the half-time whistle. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0. Del Piero! Trying. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Gets it back. Oh, they could break here. He's gone for it! Oh, taken with style!
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks to dink one in. And once more they can't get through. Knocks it away. Well, that's where he wants it. Kula. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, and getting on this...
He's gone for it! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Goes for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, his reaction to that was ultra-sharp, Peter, as anticipation is in fine working order.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
And it's played forward. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's got through. He's made sure that that won't get through. Cuts it out. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Floats one over. Face to face with the keeper. And there goes the final whistle. So home advantage told. They have the win they wanted and have a useful lead to carry away with them into the second leg.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
So hello to everyone, thank you so much for joining us for part 2 of our coverage of this tie between two teams aspiring to make the semi-finals. As is so often the case with games at this level, things are right on the edge. The smallest of margins will be telling. The hosts have to win, having failed in their plan at least to contain their opponents during the first meeting. They will though have the backing of the crowd here at the very least. A fiery encounter is in store. This is the gladiatorial arena that is the Stadio Olimpico, for so long the symbol of Rome's grand sporting history. Beaten away from home, so they have to chase it now at home.
Look, ultimately, Peter, the margin is minimal, and I don't think coming home a goal down is by any means a serious cause for pessimism. And the supporters I chatted to before I got in didn't seem overly upset with the way things are. 90 minutes of pressure and persistence with a dose of precision, hopefully, and this could all become highly doable.
We're on the way. Lazio were defeated on their travels in the first leg, and that means they have no option but to win. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Nesta. Pull it. Plays it out to the flank. Attempts to play it through. Gets it into the middle. And he's there to cut it out. And it's played forward. And the counter is on. Well, that's where he wants it. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets away from his opponent. Bullet! And he's found the net! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Plays a clever pass. Defending of the desperate variety. Nordtveit hoists it forward. Gets it back. Forward it goes. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he's there to clear it. Lazio are trailing here with the first half almost done. Battles to win it back. Played out to the right. Nordtveit. The half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
So off we go once more.
I think they've got to go out at the start of this second half now and set a tone that smacks of intent and determination. Should they manage it, I think they can find a way back.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Oh, they can break here. Looking for space out wide. Cuts it out. And it's played forward. He's left his man. What an adventurous run from a defender. That intervention was very necessary. And he heaves it forward. Forward it goes. Not offside that time. Gets it upfield. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Knocks it away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because...
Big chance! Should have equalised.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Lazio get it back again. Rapidly approaching the end. Now just moments away from a semi-final place. Tries to get it clear. And now the breakaway.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And here's the chance to counter. Gets wrestled off the ball. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. That's it, they are out. Lazio bow out, outmanoeuvred in both legs and on balance, the inferior side throughout. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, losing is never a nice experience, especially in knockout football, and it's all about learning from your mistakes and growing as a team, so this can act as a good...
Torino are back, having licked their wounds, having been stung on the road in the first leg. They come back home to face the same opponents, albeit with the substantial advantage of partisan support on their own patch. The margin of defeat was relatively small, and that gives rise to the feeling that this tie is still open to them. A thought that has rubbed off on the optimistic, and goes for goal, and in again. It's in! They are firmly back in business. He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's just great play, Peter. A textbook example for any wannabe footballers out there on positioning and movement.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Gets it back. Oh, good interception. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it.
Cagliari have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Pella. Oh, they could break here. He gets past his man. Well read, he sorted that out.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He could... hits one! Sticks it away! And that gives them an overall lead. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Torino go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Gets up to head it! Attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Herrera. And out to safety. There's the whistle for half-time. We'll back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Torino in control at half-time, 2-0. Here's the start of the second half. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Well played, he saw that coming. Forward it goes. Plays it out to the flank. Pella. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Oh, has a pop! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Battles to win it back. And the counter is on. He's got through. Just the goalkeeper tries a shot! Tries to locate someone up front. He spotted the run and played him through. Cut out in the nick of time. Into the last 5 minutes. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Time is up. Torino through to the semi-finals. The trophy almost touchable. You cannot help but fancy them. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Torino gave themselves a dream start in this by scoring with their first attempt. You know, it served as a huge confidence boost, and it's no surprise to see them use it as a springboard to go on and secure what is a pretty good result.
So hello and welcome again for our broadcast of the second leg of this quarter-final. The first leg, as you all know, was a very tight one, both sides failing in their attempts to break through. All that is absolutely certain is that we are right on a knife edge. We have to have a winner here, no matter how it comes, this for a place in the semi-finals. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. So we are now where we began. Neither side any closer to the semi-finals. Someone from somewhere is going to have to make a difference.
Well, this is still anyone's game, Peter, and you can sense a very mixed atmosphere of optimism and pessimism. After a scoreless first leg, I wouldn't necessarily go with the home team here to pull through, because the mood in this stadium could change very quickly should the visitors be first to strike. For one side to take control of this is unlikely, so as much as I don't like sitting on the fence, Peter, you can't get me off it here.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Parma came away from the first leg with a decent draw, and so 90 minutes to find a winner. Plus, who knows, extra time and even penalties. Totti battles to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Nicely measured pass. And the finish! And it's a goal!
Well, if that was their intention pre-match, let me tell you, it's worked out very nicely. I think for the skipper to chip in with a goal too is a bonus. But this game has already taken on a real attacking edge, and long may that continue.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Parma have made their breakthrough, so can they build on it?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Rome have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
And that's been won straight back. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Looks to thread it through.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Just brushed off the ball there. Now a chance to break. He's pinged one through here. He's through, it's 1-on, has a pop! It goes! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Parma have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here in either...
Totti! Up for a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And it's played forward. Tries to get it clear. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's half-time here. We'll review the first half.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Parma are in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Zola. It's come. He's gone for it! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Hoists it high. Good clearance and very necessary. Gets it back. Rome keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Totti! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward it goes. Could move up a gear here. Plays it out to the flank. Keeps everyone guessing. Totti. Dashing forward at pace. He's gone for it! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
It's going to be a double change then. Zola. Oh, good big chance! Rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Simplicity itself.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Gets it back. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well positioned to make that interception. Tries a shot! Looks to bypass the midfield. Well played, he saw that coming. Gets into a dangerous position. Well weighted. He's making good use of his strength there. Has a goal! It's there! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick, indecisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So now do you believe? You have to. Just 2 more steps to glory. Your reflections then, Jim.
Parma won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
So hello to everyone, thank you so much for joining us for part two of our coverage of this tie between two teams aspiring to make the semi-finals. As is so often the case with games at this level, things are right on the edge. The smallest of margins will be telling. The hosts have to win, having failed in their plan at least to contain their opponents during the first meeting. They will though have the backing of the crowd here at the very least. A fiery encounter is in store. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. So can home advantage make the difference? They've got to try and turn it round.
Well, the fact that there's only one goal in it, Peter, makes the semi-final very achievable. This is a time for calculated risk-taking. Perhaps a big effort to score an early goal, ease the pressure a little and create a patience to rely on thereafter. I think it'll be intriguing to see how they'll set about managing this.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. They've managed to get it away. Sousa, good ball, it's found its target. Pings it out wide. And the counter is on. This could fall anywhere. Goes down, but nothing given. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Battles to win it back.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Well, they could break here. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Kula. Forward it goes. Defender's on the back foot. Looks to thread it through. Tried to play it through.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Just brushed off the ball there. Hoists it forward. And now they can launch a counter. And there's a long ball. Goalkeeper's ball. Dashing forward at pace. That's a decent ball. Timely intervention. And it's played forward. Tries to get it forward quickly. Out towards the flank. Can he find a finish now? And it's played forward. And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means.
Well, Peter, it's 45 minutes to conjure something up now. They've been better than the first leg, but the pressure is really on, and they have to answer to it.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Plays it out to the wing. It has got... It's one! Has a hit! Oh, that's a waste.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Time for a change in personnel. And it's been taken straight back. Roberto Baggio. And the shot!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries a shot! And again the keeper stands strong.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
The changes then in quick succession. Oh, it goes for goal! And he's found the net! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Forward it goes. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Hoists it forward. He's got through. Could be thinking about a shot here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Keeper sends it forward. Bergkamp. He's found it. Goes for goal! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
Time and again they are repelled. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Has he found his man? Pula. Sousa. Chance! Has a pop! Forward it goes. And now the breakaway.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
That's it. They are out. Beaten in the first leg, beaten again in the second. There is little room for argument. They were second best. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Look, it's the end of an adventure that will have taught them a great deal about how to handle these games in the future. If losing does make you stronger, they'll certainly be back.